Welcome everybody back to the Life of Nate podcast. I'm a little angled. I usually sit this way, so I decided to change my angle. I hope it's a little bit different for the podcast. How are you guys doing? I just want to start off and say thank you, my guest, for coming last video. It's my first special guest on the podcast, and we're gonna have more. I have a lot in line that I'm gonna set up, and I'm excited to see you guys on the podcast. I really am. Just talk about different things. That's why I'm excited for this. There's so much things that can go into this and things like that, so I'm super excited for it. How are you guys doing? It's September. July flew by. August flew by. It's almost Labor Day. Well, tomorrow's Labor Day as I'm recording this. Another holiday. It's crazy. I have a few things to talk about. The other day I was just skimming through social media, nothing to do on one of my days off, and I saw a lot of stuff. It's crazy. So much new information about things. There's always information out there, but, there comes a time where, there's more, and sometimes there's less, but, So, I saw things like a bunch of informational stuff and, different things, but, just start off with me. I'm doing good. I'm trying to figure out things that I want to do as a career, photography is something I want to get into. Be amazing, man. Just going everywhere and taking pictures of nature and seeing everything. It would just be amazing. That's a dream, and maybe I can make a career, but we'll find out. A lot of other things I want to do. I love informational stuff, so something that would be interesting. Just looking into all kinds of different stuff. I'm at that point now where I just want to get myself straightened out. I know I said that weird. Get myself straightened out and move on and have something that is amazing and fun and can just smooth the rest of my life. Just keep it going. That'd be amazing for me. Other topics, let's see, I was thinking about talking about the NBA. Kevin Durant and Kyrie are together. We'll see for how long. We will see for how long, because they both want out. They have to wait till next year, most likely. Other NBA news, Chet Holmgren is out for the season. He got hurt playing in Jamal Crawford's pickup basketball game that they had, and LeBron blocked him, but he slipped. It wasn't LeBron's fault. He slipped while LeBron blocked him, and he was running, and he kind of twisted himself while he was running. So, quick recovery to him. He's one of the top picks in the draft. We saw that with Zion last year. He had to sit out because of a knee injury, and he had some cartilage around his knee that wasn't healing correctly. It's important. Not saying that they shouldn't play during the off season. They should to learn about their opponents and things like that for the season, but it's very important for them to do that and to bond with other players and learn as they're going into the NBA season. So that is important. Let's see what else. Does a trade happen? Yes. Donovan Mitchell is going to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yeah. The Utah Jazz sent, let me think for a second. They sent, oh my gosh, I can't think right now. Yeah, but they sent Donovan Mitchell to the Cavaliers, Colin Sexton, and Colin Sexton went to the Jazz. That's right. Yes, he went to the Jazz. Darius Garland is playing with Donovan Mitchell, and he will be with Evan Mobley as well. We will see where that goes. It seems kind of interesting, but we'll see how it goes, because Donovan Mitchell, it's not that he's a bad player. He's a very good player. He's an all-star. He's been an all-star for, a year now, a year and a half, 2 years. I don't know how long he's been in the league. I think 2017, so about, 3 years. He knows what he can do. He's been in the dunk contest multiple times. He knows how to play at a high level. The bubble, he got eliminated by Jamal Murray, sadly, and he worked his butt off to get there. He really did. He pushed the Jazz as far as they can go with injuries and COVID, and Donovan Mitchell is a really good player, so we have to give it to him, and hopefully he can do it in Cleveland. Cleveland's had their ups and downs, but they're at a steady spot right now where they have Darius Garland, who is You know, he's small, but he can maneuver around and work with Evan Mobley to, create that chemistry and see how that goes. Like I said, Colin Sexton. Um, Anything else? Not necessarily, no. Um, the Lakers got 2 draft picks from somewhere. I just read and it said their most important picks in the draft. LeBron wants to try to play with his other son. That would be very interesting as time goes on, because can you imagine 3 of the same family line in the NBA? That would just be amazing. That would be crazy. I don't think that's ever happened before. You got Dell, Steph, and Seth, but they all played in different kind of like eras, because Seth is younger than Steph. And then you have just double, like Pau Gasol and Marc Gasol, the Ilgauskas, father and son, the Sabonis, father and son, things like that. So that would be interesting to see LeBron, Bronny, and Bryce all play in the NBA and see how they lead their teams, because LeBron's leadership got passed on to them, so you can see how they take it themselves to be a leader. That would be so interesting, very interesting. Let's see, Marvel-wise, we got a lot of information coming. A lot of information. I just saw something about Secret Invasion. That's not that big. It's about the Skrulls, which I don't know if a lot of you saw Captain Marvel. Yeah, that's from that. They're like shape-shifting aliens, and they're coming down to Earth, and Nick Fury's gonna be in it, and all this stuff. Let's see. Madam Web, which is a woman version of Spider-Man. She kind of like goes through time and everything and tries to make sure that Spider-Man lives his life correctly. And while there's a catastrophe going on, I didn't read the whole thing, but I understand from that that's what's going on. The Thunderbolts, which will be very interesting, an anti-hero team that works for the government. Very interesting. I advise looking that one up. That's very interesting. Kind of like the Avengers, but they're an anti-hero team, so it would be like, they said the Suicide Squad, but it's more important than that because they work for the government, and they're not just crazy people teaming up and going to battle. Like, it's gonna be Elena leading it. If you guys know who that is, I sure know who it is because she's amazing, Florence Pugh. And then other people like Red Hood, I believe. We'll find out if he joins or not. I think he's part of DC as well. They want to like mix it up to get ready for Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars at the end of Phase 5, which is Phase 6. So, things like that. So they want to, let's see, Zemo, who's Falcon and the Winter Soldier, another good series. Watch it. Let's see, who else? Abomination, who most of you guys know, the Incredible Hulk. That's his arch enemy, pretty much. They've made up, I guess, in She-Hulk. That's another topic I'll get on in a second. And a team like that, and it's run by this lady called Valentina. And she's like the darker Nick Fury. Not like, hey, you're in trouble, let me help you. It's like, hey, you're dark, and I think I want to make a Dark Avengers team. Things like that. So She-Hulk, I've been watching it. Yeah. It is interesting because of the cameos. Like, She-Hulk herself said, don't forget who this is, with all the cameos, but it's good because of the cameos. Yes, that is why it is interesting. So, that is another series that is average. They're just adding a lot of cameos into it because they want to make people come in before Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty and Echo, all the series coming. So, let's talk about life. Let's see what's going on. Prices. How about food prices? Let's have a moment of silence. Like, this is crazy. I hate to talk about this because I know it's very sad and a lot of people can't afford food right now. And, like, housing and everything is just crazy, man. Like, they just put a thing out for student loans. How does that even help students? $10,000? That's how much you pay for one semester at a community college. Really? Actually less. You pay about $20,000 That's crazy. Like, we're trying so hard to work around the things we have and the things we can work with, you know what I mean? So, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, food prices, a bottle of mustard, like, this big, costs $2 at the grocery store that I work at. Come on. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. I see people stealing all the time. And it's sad because you don't know if they don't have the money or if they're doing it on purpose to push what it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Um, we have other things going on overseas. I won't talk about that because I won't get into things like that because that's a different story. I don't want anything like getting into this situation with that. Like, other than that, it's just crazy, man. Like, Labor Day's tomorrow, another holiday, and then my birthday, which is in October, which is crazy. That's coming awful quick. It's crazy how quick it's coming. It's honestly crazy. And then Christmas. You guys want Christmas gifts? Just buy them now. Like, honestly, like, it's crazy how fast things are coming. So if you want things now, you might as well look into it and buy it. Speaking of buying things, I bought some new things for myself. I got a new mouse right here. Look at that. Nice new mouse for my computer. Yes, I have never had a mouse for my computer. It's a laptop, and I usually just use the pad because I don't know why I never had a mouse. I've always used one, but I never had one before for this laptop. And then there's nothing else around, just my box for my iPad. You guys have already seen that. I want to buy a microphone for the podcast. I'm hoping to do that soon because it will be Bluetooth and it will hook up like right over here to my phone. I'm trying to like point to it right here to my phone, and hopefully you guys can hear me better because my audio on my phone is sometimes. Try to talk as loud as I can with people around, but you know, to get better audio and to make it look like, you know, I'm talking into something instead of, you know, just make it cooler. And I can't wait for the guests to have the microphone as well so that it would feel like a real interview and a podcast and more informational stuff. And then we'll work on other things. I'm really excited for this whole thing to get rolling because I want to really look into newer things. It's interesting where this all could go, you know. Let's see, any more information? I mean, not really. Let me just think for a second. Let's see. Got Marvel, got NBA, got myself. Nothing in the world's really going on, I mean, except for, you know, what's just going on in general, man. Hope you guys are staying safe, you know. That's really it. Man, if you guys got anything in the comment section, go ahead, because I'm just thinking it's been really not slow, but not a lot of information. Like, it's all normal stuff. Like, I mean, sports, football's back, but it's not that I don't really watch football. I just haven't gotten into it in a while. Like, I know a little bit about like the average teams and like the good teams, like the Giants or I think the Broncos. Russell Wilson just signed a 5-year contract with the Broncos. I know that. I saw that on Instagram or Twitter. I mean, I usually just have random conversations with people. I don't really, you know, I haven't been on social media in a while. That's what I want to talk to you guys about too. Like, I'm just trying to center myself with me, not social media. Like, the other day, I didn't post anything for 3 days. 3 days. Like, I'm just trying to really get myself in the mode to be centered and, you know, have that self mindset to just, you know, work on myself, because social media is very repetitive. I was sitting there today looking at my phone. I'm like, I've already seen this. Go on this app, go on this app. It's the same thing all the time. Not all the time, but you know what I mean. Like, it gets repetitive. Like, you know about this and somebody else and somebody else and somebody else. You know, that's what we need to think about as people. You know, like, we need to take social media seriously and, not worry about people's lives, not get into people's lives. You know what I mean? It's so important to focus on what other people are going through or what you need to, how you need to treat them. We don't need all this stuff going on in society. We're better than this. We really are. And I think that it can go a different way if we just put our minds to it and help each other out and do the right things, you know what I mean? Like, I see all this negative stuff and I'm like, why is this happening? I just, and like, I'm just gonna pull the camera closer for 1 second. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, we can't be doing this. It's very important to, focus on certain things and, treat each other with respect and help each other. All those viral videos you see of like animals being happy and stuff, like, they live carefree. That's what animals do. But like, us humans, we would need, each other to help each other out because we need that support and help in our lives. Every single one of us. Some people have mental health worse than others. Some people are going through things that we don't even know about. It's important to, always help each other out. We can fool around, we can make jokes and stuff, but always help people out. Always make sure they're okay. I see all these actors and actresses like coming out and saying like, I need time for my mental health. I need time for my mental health. It's very, very important. I don't care who you are. Actors go through it. Actresses go through it. People that say, oh, I'm doing fantastic. Everybody goes through it because we all have the moments and stuff. I think it was Tom Holland, Spider-Man. He was saying that he took time, like 3 months away from social media to just stay calm. Everybody gets judged and we all don't want to take that. We need time to look at ourselves and love ourselves and know that what we're doing is the greatest thing for us. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what I wanted to get out there too, because I've seen a lot of that and I think that's very important. I've always thought that's important. Let's see. I'm not supposed to be saying just telling you guys because I've seen that before. You're not supposed to say I'm just trying to think of things that I've seen and trying to put together words and everything. It's nighttime. I'm going to bed very soon. Doesn't mean that it's a bad podcast, but I just kind of skimmed through social media before I got on here to see if there's anything. There's really nothing. I just saw some Marvel stuff, like the special effects artists and everything coming out with new videos and everything because people like that, and they said their budget's low. That's why She-Hulk is so bad, and hopefully it gets better. Who knows? They're hiring new people all the time, and hopefully it gets better for them. But we'll find out. Let's see, there's a film festival going on right now. There's a few actresses and actors, like, they're coming out and saying, oh, they're playing this and this, and there's a few decent movies out right now, and I can't think of their names. I just can't think. I've seen so much different things in the past few days, so with that, I think I'm gonna end right there, unless I can think of something, and I can't. So, good night, everybody, since it is nighttime, and I will see you guys in the next vlog and podcast, and I know that one of you will be on my podcast next, and I'm super excited. Super excited to see all you guys in the podcast. I'm really excited. Having guests on my podcast is very fun. It's going to be so fun. The topics that we come up with and everything, I'm just so excited, man. I can't wait. I really cannot wait. I'm so excited. So I'll catch you guys in the next podcast, and thank you guys for watching this. Comment, subscribe, negative comments, leave them out the door. And you want to be smart about it, just don't. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next podcast and vlog and video.